Hello everyone and welcome back to Skycam Simulations. Today we are here in Amsterdam Schiphol Airport aboard Delta Flight 137 with service to Detroit Metro for the big Metro Monday fly-in tonight here on the VATSIM network. Should be a good flight for you all. It'll be a long one for me, but I hope you all enjoy this condensed version and you'll continue to stick around for this journey. Welcome into the cockpit, captains. We'll take a quick little look at our brief here. Like I said, we're Delta Flight 137 on the IniBuilds A330 with service to Detroit. Cruise altitude is going to be initially flight over 380. We'll probably step to 400 somewhere over the Atlantic or over the eastern coast of Canada. Cruise index is 10, and we're expecting about an 8-hour, 28-minute flight across the Atlantic today. Taking 115,000 pounds of fuel with 4,500 pounds of reserve fuel. Gonna have 250 passengers aboard this jet. We can expect a good headwind as we cross the Atlantic, as is standard for pretty much the entire year, but especially in the winter when the jet stream is super strong. Increases flight times across the Atlantic going westbound, but makes them eastbound a heck of a lot shorter. So weather here in Amsterdam is beautiful, as you can see. Temperature is pretty mild and high pressure rather, and I think we're gonna expect runway 24, but fortunately I think we're gonna have some good service on VATSIM, so we'll call up for our clearance and get confirmation on that end. But with that being said, let me go ahead and continue to get everything set up here and get us ready to push back.
Thank you, team.
Easy 2901. What's the message?
Okay, sir. Requesting clearance please to Frankfurt with info Delta.
Frankfurt 4, clearance Frankfurt, Rally 3 Echo. Speedbird 9 Mike Sierra, expedite vacating.
Expedite vacating Speedbird 9 Mike Sierra.
Lufthansa 45, expect late clearance.
Expect late clearance, Lufthansa 45.
Hotel Lima down, touching down.
Hotel Lima 22, clear passenger. For Romeo, welcome back. Taxi at Charlie 18. Via back at Whiskey 13, cross runway 18 center.
Alright, we are just about ready for push and start here. All the bags are on board and air passengers as well. Looks like we're going to get a 1-8 left departure, so we're going to have to kind of push into the alley over there between the terminal and those apron stands. So I'll get that configured here shortly, and we'll expect 1-8 left. Performance is looking like rotation speed at 162, V2 163, the usual flaps from departure. I think it'll be a pretty smooth ride out of here in Amsterdam. Luckily we got some good traffic going in ATC as well, so it'll be definitely a fun one out of here.
Hotel 5 at Whiskey 13, cross 18 center.
Hotel 5 at Whiskey 13, cross 18 center, top 696, Papa Mike. And Lufthansa 1 Echo Romeo, I'm going to go Delta Bravo all around.
This is 1 Echo Romeo, you first straight ahead onto Bravo, then left onto Quebec, and then left onto Bravo.
Bravo, Quebec, and Bravo. Lufthansa 1 Echo Romeo.
As you saw, we just had 2 good engine starts, so I've already went ahead and turned off the APU. Finally completed our push. That took about 4 minutes, so that might be one of the longer push procedures that you'll see at a standard airport like this. But it's really cool that the GSX profile has that level of realism, so it's definitely interesting, and I'm glad that it all worked out. Sometimes you end up taxiing through a terminal or through another plane or something crazy, so we lucked out this time. But we'll go ahead and start getting things ready for departure here. Flaps go to 1, we'll arm the spoilers. Auto brakes can go to max. We'll have to wait on the cabin, and we'll test the takeoff config when we start moving. The ignition can go back to norm. So we're squawking. As I said earlier, our V1 is 152, rotate 162, and V2 163, heading out to 18 left, which will be off to our east here. Looks like they just finished the takeoff spiel and the cabin is ready. We've got the bypass pin. I can see it. She's waving goodbye. Thank you so much for your help, team. Good luck on that walk back. It's like, I'm going to use some American units here, but it's about a good 2 football fields away, so I'm sure that these workers get some good cardio in. So, like I said, we were initially planned to 6,000, so we'll expect that. We get the runway turn-off lights on, taxi lights on, wing lights can stay off. It's not dark outside. Not yet, at least. It looks like we're pretty much ready to go here. We'll test our flight controls. Left aileron, neutral. Right aileron, neutral. Forward of the elevator, back on the elevator. Left rudder, right rudder. And the spoilers, we'll have to go ahead and rearm those. No big deal.
We are stand Delta 35,
Alright, I think we are just about ready to taxi here.
Please approve, reference 31 extra Quebec.
As you can see, they're still walking. That's great, they're not even halfway there. Poor guys and gals. Skipple ground Delta 137 ready to taxi.
Delta 137, taxi on with Echo 6, runway 18 left, at November 2, cross runway.
Taxi holding point Echo 6, 18 left at November 2, cross runway 27, Delta 137.
Easy 290, requesting push on start. Easy 2901, when the Delta 830
check the brakes real quick.
Right behind, push
They work.
start this move.
And we'll test the takeoff config. Now that we're moving, parking brake isn't set anymore. Usually that'll give you all sorts of warnings and bells and whistles.
Easy 290, could you please repeat the transmission? First Delta 137 at Alpha, give way to the Air China 777 coming from the left.
Very fortunate to have ground on today. It was just tower when I first logged onto the network. Now we've got ground tower, I believe center.
137 at Alpha, give way to the Air China 777 coming from the left.
At Alpha, give way to Air China 777, Delta 137. Alright, so that's just up here.
When clear of the Delta,
So I'll see if I can
behind, push back and start
locate
this
that
move.
aircraft. There.
Skipper ground today, Lufthansa 2 Echo Mike is
Stop
at Bravo
here.
27, information Echo, request push and start.
First easy 2901. Easy 2901, yes. Easy 2901, when clear of the Delta A330 behind, push back and start up approved. Push back and start up approved after the
There's the easy.
A330. Cross.
It's nice and busy today. I'm loving this. Alright, we're on Alpha here.
Lufthansa 2 Echo Mike, pushback is startup is full.
Approaching November 2. I believe that's what Air China's on right now.
Lufthansa 2 Echo Mike, sorry, that's my
So
fault.
we'll follow them.
Stand by. On hold short.
It's going to be a beautiful sunset that we fly into here.
Pushback and startup.
First Lufthansa 2 Echo Mike, my mistake. When clear of the Lufthansa A330 behind, pushback is startup is full.
Lufthansa 2 Echo Mike, then clear of the A330 behind, push and start approved.
Kilo 49 Papa, contact tower, 119.230.
Tower 119.230, bedankt voor de coverage, fijne avond, KLM 49 Papa.
37, contact tower, 119.230.
It's left, the alternate is there too. Delta Wall 37 behind departing 777, line up away, runway body left, echo 6 behind. Carrot 202, runway body left, cleared to take off, winds 170 degrees, 1 knots, have a good flight, bye bye. Runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, we are 10.202. Yeah, to be sure, after departure, monitor advisory, 122.8. Airbus, goodbye. Sure, see you next time. Delta 137, runway body left, clear takeoff, wind 170 degrees, 1 knots. After departure, monitor advisory, good flying, bye-bye.
After departure, monitor advisory 18 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 137. Thanks so much for service. See you next time. Alright, I'll turn the landing lights on, make sure that the taxi lights are switched over to takeoff mode. Everything up here looks good. APU is off, strobes are on, beacons are on, nose light, landing light, turn off lights. We are lined up on 18 left. Alright, departure's plugged in. Let's go ahead and go power about 20%. 40. I know. And set flex. Alright, take off power set. Airspeed is alive. $100 knots, cross-checked. Looking for 162. Alright, point of no return. Gently come back on the yoke. Side stick rather. And we are airborne. Positive rate, gear up. We'll intercept at 500 feet, start making a slight left turn. Alright, just about there. Still hand flying it. We'll begin to roll out a little bit here. Lower the nose to climb. Somewhere in there. Where are you at? There. Alright. Go ahead and activate the autopilot. Vertical speed mode. I don't want to exit the aircraft.
ED2901.
If you can believe that, I don't want to exit the aircraft right now. climb at about 1,500 feet per minute. Flaps up. Enjoy the sunset. Wow.
E2901 at holding point Echo 6, runway 18 left.
East 2901, welcome back. Runway 18 left, Echo 6, clear to take off. Wind 170 degrees, 2 knots. After departure, monitor advisory. Good flight.
Alrighty, we are approaching Alpha Mike 029. Gonna make a right turn here.
Monitor advisory 1
I'll switch over to advisory
Thank you very much
myself,
for your service today.
You're welcome.
just in case anybody's around. That was a nice departure out of Amsterdam. I really enjoyed that.
Tyler, your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened.
Crossing through 10,000 now, we can go ahead and get that speed up, and we'll activate VNAV mode and pitch down the nose, so we can begin to make our way up to our climb speed, which is looks like 297. Landing lights can come off. Everything else can stay on. But we can wave goodbye to the low country and begin to make our way over across the pond to Detroit.
We're coming in from northeast, flight level 400.
As you can see, it is now nighttime here as we approach the greater Toronto area, the GTA. Here in Canada, we are just about 240 miles away from the Detroit Metro Airport. As you can hear, we've got Toronto Center online, and I decided to stay at 380. The plane did not like it when we climbed to 400, so we're sticking at 380, and we've got some traffic about 30 miles ahead. I'm not sure if you can see them anymore, but a Delta A330 also coming from Amsterdam, so I slowed down a little bit for them while we were on advisory, just so we can sequence ourselves and make centers left a little easier. But I'll see you all when we get close to the top of the descent, which looks like it's about, I don't know, 120 or so miles from now. And we'll do a little debrief of the arrival procedure, but it should be pretty straightforward, and I'm looking forward to a busy Detroit airspace. We've just been instructed to cross Goose here at flight level 260, so that is what we will do. We're getting to start our descent when this gets to about 20 miles or so. And this arrival procedure is pretty cool because it's clearly Top Gun themed, as with a lot of things here and around Detroit. We've got Goose there, Wolfman, Mav, Top Gun, Hunt, Cougar. I think that's really cool. I love when the FAA gets creative with their naming of waypoints and stars and SIDs and procedures. It's really makes these trips, something to look forward to. And in every journey, there's always a cool little Easter egg. Here on the downwind for Metro Wayne Airport, as you can see, got a good queue of arrivals on the way in to Wayne County here. Level off at 7,000, speed 210. Get rid of the spoilers.
Disregard Delta 137, stay indicated airspeed.
Speed 210, Delta 137.
Maintain 210 now. Frontier flight 1490, maintain 20 knots for spacing.
20 knots, Frontier 1490.
Delta 2274, maintain 210 knots.
210 knots, Delta 2274.
I believe that's 2274 out there in the distance. So,
Descend and maintain 5,000, Delta 2274.
Delta 137,
so I suppose they'll cross underneath us. Descend and maintain 6,000, Delta 137.
Fuel is at your 1 o'clock and 15 miles reporting site.
While we're here, let's go ahead and get everything checked out up here. Get nose lights to take off. Wiggle lights on. Postal wing lights can come on. Strobe lights, turn-off lights can come on. Seatbelt signs. Hopefully they're sitting down by now.
I will delete the restrictions for 571.
It was a beautiful approach over at downtown Detroit back there. I hope you all enjoyed that.
Out of 1987 for Delta 571, good night.
Delta 2274 traffic.
I always find it interesting
how 1 o'clock.
Far the airport is from downtown Detroit.
Or 7 miles, it's an A320 at 4,500 on final for 3 right.
It's not like that bad, like a place like Denver or something.
We got the traffic, Delta 2274.
It's farther than I think most people might think or
visual approach, runway 3
imagine. Which
Follow
can
the
lead to
traffic,
some
your
bad
visual approach,
scheduling.
runway 3 right, Delta 2274.
Delta 2274 descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, Delta 2274.
There's Delta 2274, I believe.
In about 1 mile, it's MD-88 at 4,000, caution wake turbulence.
I've got the traffic under our nose, Delta 137.
Detroit approach, good evening, American 1268 with you, approaching 12,000.
Wow, that's pretty cool, actually.
American 1268 Detroit approach, altimeter 304, expected visual, runway 3 right approach.
Expect visual 3 right approach to American 1268.
Delta 137 is at 18,5000, turn right heading 310, vector 2 final.
Descend and maintain 5,000, heading 310 vectors for final, Delta 137.
Contact Metro Tower 135.0.
35.0, Delta 222, see ya.
Frontier
Get up
Flight
to
4,
310 here.
Delta 1031 to set 18,5000.
Set 18,5000, that's another one.
Frontier Flight 1490 to set 18,6000.
6,000, Frontier 1490.
If I look at the chart, unfortunately this IniBuilds doesn't have
Maintain 200 knots, that's another
a
one.
charts display on the EFB here.
Delta 137
If I look at my own
traffic
computer.
that you were 2 o'clock in 5 miles, a MD88 at 4,000 northbound on the final 3 right reporting site.
I've got the MD88 in sight, Delta 137.
Follow the MD88, clear visual approach, runway 3 right.
Follow the MD88, cleared visual approach, 3 right, Delta 137 heavy.
On an 8 mile final, contact tower 135.0, 8 mile final.
Alright, so we'll kind of
On an
manually
on an 8 mile final, contact tower 1213.
establish ourselves
Wait, what was
here.
that for tower? Delta 2274?
So the 2274, maintain 180 knots or greater until a 5 mile final. At 8 mile final, contact tower 135.0.
I'll go ahead and activate approach
180
mode,
greater
so I'm going to
until
start
8 mile
trying to
final
get
at
the
the
frequency
8 mile
plugged in
final,
here, and I don't want
tower
to overshoot it on
135.0.
accident.
Do I have that correct? Delta 2274?
25.0.
A firm, brig, Frontier Flight 1490, turn right heading 330, vectors to final.
330, vectors to final, Frontier 1490.
Let's make sure we
traffic
do
alert,
keep
Delta
that traffic
1031,
as
traffic
visual
12
side.
o'clock, turn left heading 180 immediately.
Left headed 180, adjustment 01.
Frontier Flight 1490, traffic alert, turn right heading 330 immediately.
Turning 320, Frontier 1490.
Hopefully we start turning soon. We are not turning.
Delta 53, checking in at
No.
49.
Okay. I'm going to turn ourselves. That was interesting.
Delta 5303, Detroit departure, radar contact. They're actually the altitude passing.
Passing 5,600 feet, Delta 53.
I think we would have been too far from the localizer, so that would be
5303,
my
contact
fault.
1917,000 foot Archimedes City.
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time, I apologize.
Delta 5303, con 1917,000 foot Archimedes City, Mike, Tango, Romeo,
For whatever
Charlie,
reason, that's the only way that you can disable the autopilot noise, so. Well, if that's the case, we'll kind of just... Honestly, we can hand fly it since we're doing a visual. We're 180 on the speed for now, and kind of just hand fly it in.
For the approach, report field in sight.
Go speed. Our flaps 1
Alaska
right?
313, turn left heading 060, report the field in sight. It'll be on your 11 o'clock on the rollout in about 15 miles.
Left 060, we'll be looking for the field for Alaska 313.
Traffic in front is
Delta
5 miles.
1031, turn right heading 360, vectors to final.
Right heading 360, vectors to final, Delta 1031.
American 1268 to 718,
And
6000.
our approach speed is going to be 129 at 127.
Approach Delta 1841, 9.4 to 70.
Okay, now that we're back here, I'll get the approach mode back on.
That was Delta 1841.
Or will I? I'm a little nervous.
Delta
Yeah, never mind.
1841, say about that, Detroit approach.
I'm just gonna keep hand
Visual
flying
runway
in.
4, left approach, fly heading 100, vectors for the approach to 718,
This
8000.
plane scares me a little bit.
1008000.
094.
We'll go flat, or gear down. Nice flaps too, and gear down. Speed about 150.
Frontier Flight 1490, clear visual approach, runway 3 right.
We're a little high. So keep that nose
Delta
down.
137, heavy contact, Metro Tower 135.0.
Tower 135, nothing. Delta 137, thanks.
Alaska 313 is not already, contact Tower 135.0.
Delta 137, Metro Tower.
Delta 137 inbound on the visual 3 right.
Delta 137 metric tower, the wind 090 at 5, runway tree right, clear land number 2, following company on short mile.
Number 2, clear to land 3 right, Delta 137 heavy. Alright, let's try to bleed some of the speed as quickly as possible because we are kind of hanging out a little high in the speed category there.
Right, good run, 3 right, Delta 2.
Gear is down, we confirmed 3 green. We're lined up for 3 right.
Welcome to Charlie, connect ground 28.
Charlie, ground 18, Delta 2.
And go flaps full. The speed does not want to go. And we'll go ahead and slow to our approach speed 127.
Tower, subject 14 on a 12-mile funnel for visual 3 right.
Entry flight 14, 90 metric tower, the wind 090 at 5, runway tree right, clear to land.
Alright, we'll arm the spoilers. A little low in the approach path, but we'll correct. Coming up to 127 on our speed, which is really close to being approaching stall category, so I'll bump this up to 130.
500.
Looking good. I'm not sure what's up with that with localizer path. It seems to be off.
approaching a full light Yankee 2.
Delta 2274, turn left on Whiskey, connect ground 28, we'll see you.
West Whiskey, ground 0.8, thanks up, Delta 2274.
Record 13, 10 metric tower, the wind 090 at 5, RNF Chevy, runway 4 right, clear to take.
4 right, clear to take off, I'm sorry, down.
Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40.
Delta 1749 metric tower, runway 4 right, line up on wind.
20.
5 and wait, 4 right, Delta 1749.
Retard.
Alright, we are down. Reverses are out. Gonna try to vacate left as quickly as possible here. That was alright. I think the auto throttle was supposed to like dump itself on the flare, but it seemed to not want to do that for whatever reason. Regardless, I think that was a solid enough landing. I'm not embarrassed. Alright. We vacated the runway now.
Delta 137 heavy, connect ground 8.
Ground point 8, Delta 137.
Gotcha, my fault, that's my apologies, let's do this too. All good, usually auto should work, but for some reason lately it hasn't been. Yeah, I get that, yeah, sorry. Delta 262, you can right turn on Tango to the ramp, have a good one. Right on Tango to the ramp, Delta 262, connect. FedEx 1124, heavy monitor tower 1350, have a good one.
Metro ground, Delta 2274, we're on Whiskey, looking to taxi over to Alpha 53.
Is that Delta 137 heavy?
That was Delta 2274.
Delta 2274, Metro ground, check out that you were blocked. You can taxi to the ramp via Whiskey Tango, have a good one.
Taxi to your ramp, Whiskey Tango, thanks for help, Delta 2274.
And Metro Ground Delta 137, we are also vacated on 3 right looking for the Alpha Gates.
Delta 2856, monitor tower 1350, have a good one.
1350, great work, Captain.
You too. Delta 137 heavy, you can taxi to the ramp Whiskey Tango, have a good one.
Ramp Whiskey Tango, Delta 137 heavy, thanks.
Yeah, pop up 265 heavy. for my aircraft that are holding short of runway. Have a good one.
Alright, we're just about to pull up to 836 here. It's one of these. There it is. So we'll end our standoff here and make our right turn, crossing the taxi lanes over to Alpha 36.
Delta 3996 Metro Ground, runway 3 left, taxi via Juliet Papa.
Alright, we'll get that taxi light off because we can finally see things now. We don't want to blind our great marshaller. Hopefully we can wow him with a nice parking job.
Back to your flight, 1490 cross, 9er left, and then left turn Victor Kilo to the ramp.
This is sometimes this is more stressful than landing the plane from you. Just want to do a good job. You know? I want to impress our friend here.
If I'm already tracking through, let's go.
Keeping it coming. Keeping it coming.
3910, runway 3 left, taxi via Golf Foxtrot Mike.
Golf Foxtrot Mike, 3 left off 3910.
You sure? We're getting real close to you, bud. You're getting real close. Yeah. I'm trusting you, guy. I really am. I don't know if I trust you anymore.
Detroit Metro Ground, American 4115, ready for taxi.
You're sure?
American 4115, Metro Ground, runway 4, right at Yankee 2, taxi via Kilo.
Let's see. You know what? I was wrong to doubt you. You were spot on, dude. It's crazy how close he looks here. Look, I feel like I could reach out and touch him. He looks very much like the President of the United States. I wonder if that's intentional or not.
We're going to be going on the backside
Well,
of Terminal Alpha.
I guess that is it.
Uniform 8 from here.
This is like the presidential seal, I think. Well, Trump's got a side gig being a ground crew at Detroit Airport. Poor guy. Has to stand out here in the cold. Anyway, we have made it to the gate. We will turn off these engines and begin deboarding after this long flight all the way from Amsterdam. Let these passengers explore that great American soil and great American cuisine. I'm sure there's a Burger King in the terminal somewhere.
1268, cross 3 left at Victor, then right turn
Seatbelt
Kilo to
signs
the ramp.
come off. No smoking as well. So they can light up in the back for all I care. Hey, where'd Trump go? Alright, we've got quite the queue of heavies here, and one DC-9 or 717, I can't say, and an aircraft that's defying physics. We've got a lovely queue of big heavies here at Detroit. And I think that was a really fun flight all the way from Amsterdam. I hope you all enjoyed the cool sunset, that trip across the pond, and this busy airspace as we got a little bit closer to the Metro Airport, and kind of doing some improv on that final. But I think it ended up being a nice flight, and of course I love this scenery. It's a great free scenery. I'll link it down below from flightsim.to, as well as the default Amsterdam at by Solo is really terrific as well. So I think we were fortunate enough to have ATC basically from coast to coast, except for over the oceans. But that's to be figured. It's a lot to try to manage the entire world with all these volunteers. So we appreciate the work that all those controllers do, and very thankful for some good piloting today as well. Hope you think my piloting was good enough and that you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, I hope that you consider leaving a like and subscribing and watching some future content, as well as videos I've already published. If you haven't seen those already, I highly recommend. Guy's a great YouTuber, what can I say? Not a biased reviewer at all. But if you do decide to do that, I'd really appreciate it. And with that being said, I would say enjoy the blue skies, but they're very dark right now. So I'll just say enjoy the skies.
Are you able to switch? I can try to get you on 4 right, but they prefer to get you on 3 left.
No problem, I'll 4 right.